just did my hair, so I actually look human. This is my outfit today. I like it. I feel very witchy, you know, because it's Halloween. So I just finished doing some Patreon stuff. I actually got really inspired with my Patreon lately. I dressed up like a librarian and I did like a sexy librarian ASMR video. And most people on my Patreon were really into it. I wasn't sure if people would think it's weird. Well, because it is weird. ASMR is weird, but I feel like it's like gaining some traction in the mainstream lately. So I don't know, I'm thinking about doing like a cooking ASMR video, and I was thinking about doing it tonight because tonight for dinner I'm making myself like a vegetarian dish. I just thought that that would be like pretty easy to do and would provide us with some like really cool sound effects that would be pleasing to the ear. So I think that's what I'm going to do tonight, but till then I'm not doing anything, and I finished all the other stuff that I had to do, and Halloween is in 2 days and I'm not cool. I don't have any friends. I didn't get invited to any parties or anything like that, and it kind of bums me out because I'll go on Instagram or Facebook and I see all these people who got invited to go to parties and they're all dressed up and having fun, and in a way I get jealous. I'm like, oh, I wish I, you know, knew more people and was invited to do cool stuff. And even as a YouTuber, I just feel so like out of the YouTube circle. But maybe I don't know. I've never fit in anywhere. I've never really had like a group of friends. I've never been invited to parties really. Like the only time I ever got invited to anything was if there was a dude there that wanted to have sex with me. I didn't have sex with them. That's just how it always was. Even in college, like everybody fucking hated me except like random bros that thought that they could get with me or something. I don't know, maybe that makes me sound stuck up. Also, people think I'm stuck up. I don't know, whatever. People hate me. I'm okay with that. I feel like I'm just like a misunderstood person maybe, and that's why people don't like me. I don't know. Anyway, so since I'm not doing anything Halloweenish, maybe I was thinking today, since Frank and I are just like sitting around and not really doing much of anything, we would go take a drive somewhere spooky, maybe like a haunted destination. The only one that I can really think of is Fairfield Hills Asylum, which I've been to before, but I haven't been there in a while. And it is like a park and you can walk around. Maybe I could do like a spooky little montage of it or something. Yeah, let's go there. And that's actually pretty close by. I think that's only like 15-20 minutes away from where I live. Okay, let's do it. Let's go do something spooky. Oh my gosh, I look ridiculous. I've got my little co-pilot. Hey buddy, you ready to go to the abandoned mental hospital? You're so weird, Frank. Funny thing about this place, my best friend Heather and I actually became best friends our sophomore year of high school. We did an archive project on this place. It was like a partnered project with Yale University. They partnered up with our high school and we went to the Yale archives in New Haven, and they basically like taught us how to look up shit. It was like a research project. But Heather and I were partnered up, and she was really into like haunted stuff, and I was really into that stuff too back then. So we're like, let's do Fairfield Hills State Hospital, and we would come up here and take footage, and we actually had a meeting set up with the town historian. And I just remember he was like giving us really good information about the hospital, and then we were just like, okay, but like, is it haunted? And he didn't want to say, because I guess, you know, it's a public nuisance when you have teenagers snooping around. It's also like kind of dangerous. But there are some crazy stories associated with this place. I'll actually text my friend. He has a pretty crazy story about this place. Yeah, keyword supposedly. I'll be honest, in all of my years of coming here as a teenager, I've never really seen anything. I think it's just like one of those places that it just looks creepy. You know, like if you've got broken windows and boarded up shit, it's just bound to look really, really creepy. Yeah, this shit looks like straight out of a horror movie. It is like a really nice campus though, and a lot of people come here and walk their dogs. And as you can see, here we have the evidence of some idiots, probably drunk. And over here, we have my favorite building, actually. Let's try to get closer. Why is that window open? So Frankie, did you see any ghosts? I didn't. I heard a weird noise, which probably was just the wind. And then as I was walking up to that building that I wanted to show you guys, I got like a really weird feeling. I got like I don't know, I felt like really uncomfortable, really uneasy. So then I was just like, okay, you know what, fuck, I'm not gonna go look at this building. And we turned around and we went back to the car. That was kind of creepy, but it can be explained by the fact that this whole place just has like a really weird vibe, and I could have just like psyched myself out a little bit. Even though we're in broad daylight, there's people walking around, and I think that's literally like the first selectman's office right here. Would I say it's haunted? I'm not really sure. Obviously bad shit did happen here. They did do really weird experimental treatments that are probably not legal anymore here. So this place does have like a weird dark past, but I don't necessarily believe that it's haunted. And I think that if I was a ghost, I wouldn't want to be hanging out here anyway. Like, I'd probably want to go haunt like a more exciting place. Do I believe in ghosts in general? I don't know. I'm still kind of torn. I had this really weird experience with a Ouija board like 2-3 years ago, which freaked me out. And then I also had an experience growing up. My family used to live in an old farmhouse, and supposedly it was haunted, and the Warrens came down and they found some strange things buried on the premises, and apparently the house was on top of an Indian burial ground. And what made that whole situation even weirder was the fact that when I was a little kid, I used to love to dig in the backyard for no reason. So I think there's weird shit out there, but I think the more attention you give it and the more power you give it, the more control it has over you and your life. If you believe something so much, your mind will start playing tricks with you. And yeah, that's where that story ends. Oh my god, Frank saw a ghost. Never mind. It's just a puppy.